Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Shalom Manga, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. But if you're a first timer here, welcome. Welcome. So in today's video we're going to be continuing where we left from the previous video. So that is the video before this. If you have not watched that video, we were talking about the 5 stages of grief and process of grieving, or the stages that people go through when they are grieving something or somebody that they have lost. Mostly grief happens due to loss, but now we're going to talk about ways you can cope with grief. So it's just a continuation. It's like a part B of the part A, and this one is like coping mechanisms or healthy ways of coping with grief. Here we're going to be talking about how to cope with grief. But before we talk about that, I'm going to give you a backstory, and I'll be dropping these nuggets as well through the story I'm going to be telling, and hopefully you pick one or two things. So in 2019, right, I lost a father figure, somebody who I considered very important in my life, and to me, who's been very present in my upbringing, growing up as a child. He was there, very present, very present father figure in my life. So in 2019 he passed on, and when he passed, I was not even home. I was far from home, and I couldn't go back home. Then it just so happened that it was a Saturday morning. I remember, there's a certain way that we know that something is not okay, or maybe something is about to happen. So that day I was not myself. I was just like, And 2 days ago, I was like, what if he passes on? Then I brushed off that thought. I'm like, yeah, God, I rebuke the devil. But then it so happened that 2 days later, after I had that thought, he passed on. And so when he did, I was in shock. He passed. Like, I just received a call from my mom, and my mom told me that no, he's no longer here, he's passed. And like, what do you mean he's passed? In that moment, I didn't know what to do. I honestly didn't know what to do, but the first thing that I did was cry, and I prayed. So the first nugget that I will be dropping is prayer. I know that in that situation, or in those times, in such moments, those are moments where you feel very angry with God, and so you have many questions going through your mind, and you've got so many reasons why you believe you shouldn't even talk to God, because maybe God, you think maybe God took away this one person from your life. Maybe you think God, oh God, there's so many emotions that we exhibit or that are expressed when we're going through grief, and anger is one of them. Not only anger towards yourself, depending on the case, but also towards God. We get to be angry with God. He understands the injustice. If you feel like it's not supposed to happen, and in most cases we do feel this, he understands the anger you're going through. He understands the pain. He understands the uncertainty you are facing. He understands all that, and he is concerned about you. He literally is concerned about you. He is concerned about your well-being, not just only your spiritual well-being, but also your soulistical well-being, how your soul is. He's interested. Your state of emotions, your state of thoughts, your state of mind. He is interested. How also that translates to the outside world, how you express that outside. He is interested. So in those times, just have intimate times with God, and just be honest. The Bible says, come and worship me in spirit and in truth. And sometimes our truths can be very ugly and very disgusting, but that's what God is asking you to bring and present. He's not asking you to come and be this perfect being. He's telling you to come with all that. So that really helped me navigate grief. And so I have seen other people that are very close to me that have lost maybe a loved one. Definitely it has also affected me, but I mean like an immediate person who was closely related to that person lose their loved one, and they go on their knees, and it's beautiful how God comes through. So my first gem that I'll be dropping to you, if you want to like handle or manage grief, is that go back to the place of prayer. That's the first medicine I would recommend. Like, that's the first recommendation I would give. He's 110% interested in your business more than you think he is interested in your business. And sometimes he's even interested in your business more than you are even interested in your business, because there are times when life can just throw you out the window and you just want to give up. Life sometimes can be a lot, but God is there to remind us that He has got us covered. Number 2 that we're going to talk about when it comes to managing grief or coping mechanisms, or how to go about grief or loss, is having a supportive circle. I cannot overemphasize the importance of having supportive friends. Now, they say for you to have a good friend, you need to be one. And yes, you need to be a supportive friend as well. But in such times like that, it's so beautiful to be surrounded by people that understand what you're going through. Sometimes they can't fully understand it because, you're experiencing it firsthand. But they are there to help you go through each day. I have literally been blessed with amazing people in my life, starting from my family, my mom, my siblings, and spiritual mom, my friends. Oh my God, these people are amazing. They do understand when I'm going through a loss, and they're always there to have my back. And when I say they're always there, they're there to pray with me, pray for me. They're there to check up on me and check in, to ask how I'm doing. Sometimes they'll take it upon themselves to invite me over to their places and just allow me be. Having good friends, a supportive circle, is really a blessing that a lot of people take advantage. And so you find yourself having good friends, people that show up once in a while, appreciate them. Sometimes just write a message and say thank you, because these people are doing the most. Like, I don't know about you, but if you've got the circle that I have, these people literally have my back. That for me has really helped me, and it helped navigate the whole situation. And so many people have come out and testified how important it is having friends to lean on, when you're going through such a tough time. So I cannot overemphasize the importance of having good supportive systems, friendships, circles, however you want to call it. But it's always important to have a good supportive circle of friends and family, because that for me worked, and other people that I have interacted with have shared the importance and the impact that their friendships played whilst they were going through this process, or that whilst they were going through this period in their lives. Anyway, aside from the 2 that we've already talked about, which is prayer and importance of having a good community around you, friends, family, we're going to talk about the 3rd point of managing grief and coping with grief, so which is all the exercising. Yes. So why would I talk about exercising, or what is the importance, or what role does exercising play when you're dealing with grief? Mostly when we're dealing with grief, we get depressed somewhere along the line. But when you work out, there are certain hormones that are released in your body, such as serotonin and dopamine. And so serotonin is the one that is in charge of reducing the feelings of depression and anxiety, as well as boosting your feel good feeling, your happiness feeling. You feel good. So the use of serotonin in that case is that it will reduce your level of depression, the feeling of depression, the level of the feeling of depression, as well as your anxiety level, because mostly these are feelings that we are battling with as we go through the grieving process. We're battling with anxiety, we're battling with depression, we're battling with guilt, a lot of shame, depending on the situation that was presented to you. And so for you not to be stuck in that phase, exercising really helps. And because of the hormones that are involved, this is why it is recommended to work out, because you feel good. And then dopamine increases your level of productivity and also increases the level of pleasure and motivation that you feel. So this is why it's recommended to work out. Serotonin is doing the job there, reducing your feeling of depression, reducing your anxiety levels, and just making you feel like you're the dopest person on earth. Because it's a feel good hormone. You're feeling good. So before you know it, if you do it consistently for a long period of time, for a period of time, you find that you're caught up in those feelings and you feel better about yourself, you feel better about the situation, and you easily adapt to the new normal that you have been presented with. There are times when I consistently follow it, and there are times when life happens, you just fall. But I need to go back either way. They said I will fall 7 times, I will fall, but I will arise again 8 times. But that is something you should consider anyway. If you're going through such a period or you're going through a hard time, consider working out, and let's see what will happen after a period of 3 months. You can let me know in the comment section, just sharing your story, or you can hit me up on my social media platforms: Instagram, Shiloh Mvanga; Facebook, Shiloh Mvanga; YouTube, Shiloh Mvanga. Now the fourth nugget of the day is journaling. I enjoy journaling, personally speaking, and it just helps me process my thoughts and my emotions, because emotions are meant to be expressed, right? But they are supposed to be expressed in a healthy way, and one way you can do this is through journaling. Simply writing down how you're feeling in that moment and just releasing everything through that ink and that piece of paper. Do audio journaling where you open your phone and you just record yourself. If you want, you can keep it so that you can see the progress, but it's necessary that your emotions find expression in a very healthy way and a healthy manner, and it helps you process your situation. It helps you look at things from an introspective point of view, but it also helps you release that, whatever you're carrying or whatever that you're feeling. It helps you go through such a hard time by actually writing, or maybe just even recording, audio journaling, written journaling, whatever works with you. So for me, it's writing down things. It helped me when I was going through that time. I would write to God, I would write to myself, I would write how I feel, whichever writing would write, I would just write. And one way you can go through this process is by giving yourself emotional validation. And so for me, journaling brought that about. I was like, okay, I felt this, I felt pain, and it's okay. And I was like, okay, I felt pain, what next? I had to write it down, like, okay, I felt pain. Shiloh, you're not being dramatic, you're not being like, exaggerating the issue. You felt it, and it happened, and it was okay to feel it, and now it's time to let it go. I wouldn't overemphasize the place of journaling, and hopefully you journal as well. Hopefully one of the 4 works for you. Hopefully you pick something up. Hopefully you share this video with your friend who's going through life. But with all the nuggets being shared and done, we have come to the end of this lovely video. video. We have come to the end of this lovely video. I am so happy to talk to you guys once again. Please let me know through the comment section whether it was, how you found this video and how you found these conversations, and let me know what you'd like to hear. Mostly my opinion over, let me know what interests you. Let me know what you would like to see going forward, what type of videos, on what type of topics should be tackled through the comment section below. But before I leave, I would love to leave you with this reminder that whatever you're going through, you are an overcomer, and you were designed to evolve into the best version of yourself. Always have that at the back of your mind, that you were created to evolve and to experience life and experience it in abundance and be the best version of yourself, regardless of the age, regardless of the place. God knows best, and He knows what He has for you better than anybody, including yourself. So from me and who I'm sounding a little preachy, but from me to you, thank you so much for watching this video, and I love you lots. I love you lots, but God loves you more. Anywho, see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, thank you for the support, but bye.